directly above you has started to clearly start to slowly come down.
So does this section of the river go that direction during the day?
Yes, like I say, all the water goes to the oasis during the daytime, and when night falls, it all pushes back out.
I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah.
Alright. The two of you are on the boat, alone.
Did you say it was nightfall?
It's
Or
not nightfall.
okay, so this is
So the
while we're
sun,
traveling.
I said while you're traveling. I said the sun's still like going down a bit, but it's not nighttime. I just said at nightfall the water goes outward.
Yeah.
So you two are alone, with no one there.
So, Ember.
Mm-hmm.
I think I overheard a private conversation of yours, with Eliza and Elena.
Um. Oh
It
yes,
was-
yes, I did have a private conversation with them.
Eliza
didn't
and,
I?
Eliza and Katrina. That's who it was.
Oh, Katrina. Oh, sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Was it the wrong thing to take David in alive?
Well, under the laws of my people, yes. He should have been executed as soon as he was defeated. However, being that it wasn't really under my jurisdiction, being King got to him first, it wasn't really in my control. I have very strict rules I need to follow, of course.
I could have killed him. Should I have?
I felt like it was best, and I still think it was best that he would be killed. I hope that Eliza and Katrina find that he is worth the death penalty, for his crimes are vast and horrible. Under the laws of my land, he wouldn't have survived. Not for long, at least.
Is King
Yeah.
there?
I guess you are now.
Yep, as you guys are talking about this, King, you burst from the hourglass after a short time in there,
Oh, no.
and immediately get into the water.
Crap. Nala's gonna try to beach the raft, like park it on the side so we can get King out of the water.
Alright, you dig the oars in as you make a hard left as it starts to drag on the side, slowing you down, and you stop. As
Okay,
King kind of sputtering, coughing up at this point mud as he's confused, startled, and now a bit discombobulated. King, the floor's yours.
Hmm. Well, I had to say something to what they were talking about, but I guess I didn't hear any of that. So I guess I gotta start over. So King's like, yeah, I guess that's how that feels. Well, where are we?
Well, let's get you out of the water first.
He's probably climbing out while he's saying this.
Oh, you just like stood up and then you're good.
I assume I climb out of the water into the raft. Onto the raft.
Alright, so you climb onto the raft. You're definitely a bit wet now as you're no longer at the sand mood, as you can clearly see.
We're headed to the oasis.
What did we decide to do?
Well,
First, I mean,
last we were talking about, we were wanting to tell Eliza and Katrina about what we learned at the sand wound, and then after that, we were going to try to, well, if there's nothing more we could do with the goblins, since we can't breathe in there, we were gonna go down and look for more bones.
Yeah, we wanted to ask the mayor's girlfriend if she had any implements to allow us to breathe there, or a way to figure that out.
Yeah, Ember, you bought a potion of water breathing a while ago, right?
Yeah, I still got that. Right
Yeah.
here.
I don't think that'll be useful, but like, she obviously knows how to make some stuff breathable. Why not Shadowfell air?
I don't know. Isn't like water breathing already a spell? I can't imagine there's Shadowfell breathing. I think it's much easier to put a spell into potion form.
Anyway, we should
That
probably
exists.
get back to moving. But yeah, Nullis starts pushing the raft back into the open water, and we get back as we continue the conversation. So,
Alright.
yeah, that makes sense if that's where the power for the alchemy comes from, or whatever the fuck. It still couldn't hurt to try, though. Maybe she knows how to make a mask, like what the goblin said.
Yeah, she knew someone that did that apparently. The guy that made the ones for the goblins.
Shocker.
Oh.
It sounded like she knew the name, not necessarily the person.
I don't think we know where to find him, do we?
I don't think she knew where he was.
Hmm.
If I had to guess, he's in the Shadowfell right now, but who knows? Anyway,
Well-
I know Leaf has the notes on it, but the clue said that we need to go into the place with those fingers or whatever, touch the burning water, or not touch the burning water, but sing a song at the burning water or whatever. You have an instrument, right, Ember?
I do.
That I
roll,
think that's how we're going to be able to do that.
roll history for me, Alice, so that way I can give you the so I can see if your memory does recollect it. And if especially you want to do that, you can also, roll history to see if you remember the riddle properly.
I mean, Nala knows exactly what she said, and she staunchly believes it.
Fair enough. Okay. Ike, however, Ember, you however heard it differently compared to what Nala said.
I don't. That doesn't sound right.
Oh, what did I get wrong?
What did Nala get wrong?
The touching the acid part and playing a song at the acid.
Well, I corrected myself about touching the acid, but I could understand why you would think that I didn't. So, do you bring those points up?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I just said the wrong thing with the acid thing, but yeah, maybe it was the wrong place to play the song? I don't know. It's not going to be that hard to play it at the acid pool as opposed to those finger things. We can just try both, I guess.
It wouldn't hurt to try both.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you wish to talk about while you're making your way down the river?
I mean, Null steering unless King picks up a fuss or whatever about not driving right now.
What?
Isn't King usually the one that steers?
No, I don't think he ever has. I mean, maybe he'll row if there needs to be rowing, but
I can see.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think he
No, it's
steering.
No, it's steering.
But no, I think King would just say like, did you guys? I don't know how long I was in there for, but did you guys talk about anything that I need to know about? Any strategies or whatever?
Strategies.
I mean, just the goblin thing. Well, no, that was after you got out. No, you weren't in there for too long, only about 10, 20 minutes. By the way, that's the shortest I've ever seen anyone go in the hourglass for. So, good job.
Yes. I don't know if that's special.
I don't know.
All right. So as time passes, as you're going down the river, you start to see the distant image of the oasis. Sorry, had to clear my throat for a second. And as you're reaching there, the sun's just barely kind of squeaking past the little mountain ranges that are around the oasis, kind of in the direction of where Corey's little hideout is. But you do arrive at the oasis in one piece. But not the same can be said about the oasis.
What does the Oasis look like right now?
As you get, as you all approach and get there, you see a bit of grouping at where the prison is. Or rather, not so much a grouping, but a bit of a gathering, as there are lots of passerbys, a couple of guards trying to keep people
Would
back.
you say a mob?
Not a mob, but
Angry mob?
more so just like people very curious and concerned as there is talks and kind of whispers amongst them. The guards are trying to keep them all back as you all are approaching and making your way towards the center of the oasis itself. I needed to place the NPCs there.
We're at the bottom right, right?
You're at the bottom right, yes.
Okay. Ember, you have a token on the top left.
Yeah.
Right, so the prison once again is here, just for context.
Well, you should probably see if that's the execution.
I don't know why that she is so big. Oh, no, I know why, because that was messing
You've
background.
been playing too much Resident Evil.
Probably.
Couldn't find my token.
Alright. As you approach, you start to see what the commotion's about. In the wall itself seems to be a large crater, as a humongous hole has been bored out from the wall itself. Around it, scorch marks and tiny bits of cracks around it from the impact of what seems to be something large. As the guards are trying to keep everyone back and maintain the crime scene, as it were.
Oh dear.
So he's out.
Ah. I knew we should have killed him.
Yeah, but it wasn't up to us. But
Maybe.
maybe they'll see things differently now.
We should talk to the mayor.
Yes. You think they're in the prison or in their office?
Well, probably the prison, yeah. Let's go in.
Yeah.
Probably
Alright.
not through the hole. Oh,
As you're saying that, she walks out as she's rubbing her temples.
hello there.
Oh. Hello. I guess you can see what happened here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you know what direction they ran off to?
Not a clue. Sadly, when he busted out, him and his wife ran. We don't know which way. At this point, they're in the desert, and if they survive, they survive. If not, well, the elements got them.
I mean, he is
I've
very
got a
hurt.
bad feeling about this.
What was that, King?
He is very hurt, so
Honestly, with how badly he was damaged and with his face still like that, I can imagine he'd be in the best place to hide. But, again, this is a desert, so chances are, if he even lasts a single day, I doubt without making a civilization, he'll be gone by the next. Besides, there's quite a few goblins out there that aren't happy with him. Seeing what's left of his face, I'm pretty sure that they'll make quick work of him. I guess he just doled out his own punishment.
How long did he escape? How long ago, rather?
He escaped in the middle of the night last night.
Oh,
I think the
it's been a while.
I think the biggest problem with this now is even if the goblins do attack, we don't have a bargaining chip with him.
Oh no.
Yeah, we scouted out where he said the goblins were coming from, where they lived.
The sand wound, right?
We were actually hoping to talk to Katrina about it as well. Do you know where she is?
She's at the office now.
Do you think we could talk to you and her at the same time, save some time, or do you need to be here right now?
At the moment, I need to be here to make sure that the guards that are still remaining won't go trying to hide any evidence.
That's smart, yeah. Well, our plan was to talk to her about a way to get in there because we can't right now, but we think we have an idea of how to fix that. Think that's it.
Well, you know where to find her. I need to stay here and make sure that everything goes well. This is just a big old headache right now, so hopefully I can figure this out. If not, well, I'll have to make do.
Stay strong.
I have to be. And she begins to walk back towards the prison. She enters.
Hmm. My concern is that he may get more powerful. I've seen, well, less impressive feats than that. And more impressive feats as well. I'm worried about his escape, to say the least.
The worrying thing seems to be that his wife's with him. She's a caster, I believe.
That is worse.
Didn't she have powers of sorts? Might be able to help him or fix him at some point.
Yeah, it would really just depend on what she can do. But we should go find Katrina.
My guess is that they're in the office.
It's
Alright. So, the three of you make your way to the office, pushing past the couple of people that have come to investigate this situation. You see Katrina currently filling a tall elixir of sorts with various components, and then adding like a drop of the magma sap that you got, as it seems to make a bit of a volcano-like eruption as it spews a bit out, staining the wood itself with various colored chemicals. She's taking a step back. Well, that was not good at all. And she starts trying to clean up with a rag.
Nella knocks.
You try to knock the king and Ember already just push past in.
Yeah.
Alright, so you knock on the wood as she looks back. It's like, oh, hey, join me on just. The concoction behind her explodes as she gets splattered on the back of the head with all of it. She's like, just cleaning up? And she just kind of wipes the back of her head with all the potion off of her body.
Are you alright?
Oh, yeah, just, failed potion, I guess, at the moment. I guess he saw what happened back there.
Yeah.
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 He just nods. He doesn't say yeah.
Well,
We looked for where we told you about the sand wound, right?
Right, how you thought some of the goblins were coming from there.
Well, we saw a lot of tracks there, and
Would you say a lot? Do you mean like, a couple dozen or so? Or like a lot, like enough to,
just foot trails. We didn't see any goblins. We just saw foot trails. It looked like goblin tracks, but you put two people and give them a path. Eventually, they can make the same thing. It's just impossible to tell how long it's been there.
still
I'm
a bit
sorry
worried.
if we're scaring you, but
I mean,
actually-
not so much scary me, it's just, a little bit more concerning. Because, with the goblins going on, with David now managing to escape, it's just like a whole lot.
yeah. I wanted to talk to you because there's a way I think you can help.
Me?
You frankly seem like the smartest person any of us know, and there's a problem we don't know how to deal with.
Alright.
So, the sand wound is a portal to the Shadowfell. And when King and Ember went in, they couldn't breathe.
Like, it was hard to breathe, like they were underwater, like, how would you mean by you couldn't breathe?
Knowledge.
I would say
Yeah, King explains exactly how it felt when he. Yeah.
Well, in that case, I don't think it's a case of, you being underwater. It's just more like, there's just nothing there really to produce any air at the moment. At the very least, something that's, making it a bit harder for you to actually get air into your lungs, and there's just not enough to, get your body going, as it were.
So, we think that a gas mask might help, because we saw a lot of masks on the goblins that we fought in Forced Glass. Do you have any idea of how to make one?
Not really. Like, my expertise is really just in potions. I don't really do any of the, tinkering and making gizmos and whatnot. I mean, that's something out of my league entirely.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll have to find someone else then.
Because if there's no
I mean-
air there, we need someone to produce air.
Well, at the very least, something to, hold the air in, like...
Well, don't you need new air? That's why we breathe in and breathe out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if you just get something with enough air to last you for a little bit, you could go in there, take a breath, and exhale it out. Because I mean, if there's nothing really out there, then you can just, exhale it and just, continuously hold your breath every now and then.
Yeah, so it sounds like you do have an idea on how to help us then.
Well, not so much an idea, but just kind of a hypothesis, I guess. Like, I can't say for certain how to get said air. I mean, air's just not exactly something you can grab and put in your pocket.
Oh, okay. Um, yeah. I guess we should talk to someone else about this then.
I mean, if anyone was to give you any help, I guess maybe Filchbad would be able to. I mean, he did make, those flying things that you said. You found his blueprints. Maybe they
Yeah.
got him or something. If he's anywhere, I mean,
We don't know where to find him though.
well, his laboratory is in the Silver Isles.
Well, okay. I
Oh.
thought they said. I assumed you didn't know where he was.
I mean, and that's where his laboratory is. I'm not saying that's where he is. That's just where his lab is.
Silver Isles. Oy vey, that's weeks away.
Yeah, I guess it is kind of a bit away. Hopefully, you're not too afraid of sailing on water.
Ha.
Noah puts a hand on Ember's shoulder. We'll figure something out. Thank you.
I'm sorry I wasn't much more help.
It's fine.
Oh, well, while you're here, and she rushes over and she lifts up the little column here, and she goes to the chest, and she comes back with a decent-sized sack. For all of you guys' help. I mean, the town all pitched in. We got whatever reserves we had. Here, it's about 400 gold.
Thank you.
Couple of, well, it's not all gold, keep in mind. There's a couple, silver and copper mixed in there that, add all up, but, it's just, like, math.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
It's greatly appreciated.
Sorry we couldn't get to you immediately. The town's not exactly the most well off. We try our best to make do, but not a lot of people here have as much money as, well, people would hope.
It's not any of that. Thank you, really. Honestly, I'm feeling guilty since David got away, but I mean, nothing we can really do about that, right?
Not
I
really,
mean-
no.
It was their choice. They could have executed him then and there, but they decided to prison him.
Well, to be honest, my opinion was that we actually do, execute him, but before we actually had a chance to get his, actual, I guess you would say, punishment, I guess, would be the best word for it.
I thought the punishment he could get was either exile or execution.
Exile, execution, or life imprisonment.
At the very least, he chose.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
I guess it would feel better if he was actually, gone. And not just left gone, but just gone.
Hmm.
Permanently.
Well, I don't know of any of you, but I think I'd like to see him again.
Why?
Wouldn't want this to be the end of it. He just comes in, wrecks shop, kills a bunch of people, and then he can just run away in the desert like nothing happened?
Assuming
No,
that he's even still here.
Yeah. I really want to find him.
I'm curious to see what the mayor has to say about this.
The thing is that we're half a day behind him. We don't really have any leads of where he went.
Yeah, probably
It'll
more
be
than
hard to
half
track
at
him
this point.
down.
I mean, the only safe place in the desert that I know of is where Corey stood out, but I mean, what are the chances that that's the only safe place in the desert, or that that's the direction he went?
And also assuming that his wife didn't help him in some way. I don't know the capabilities of her magical. I don't know if
Wait.
she's innate power or learned or given by a patron. But
I wonder
whatever.
if we should check her house.
I don't know the laws of this land. I don't know if that's fully
Maybe
in their
maybe
rules.
it's just what we should ask Elena then, or Eliza. Sorry. Is there any other business you two had?
I would like to ask the mayor something again next time we see her, but it can wait.
Okay. We should probably go talk to her again then.
Sure.
Sounds
Alright.
good.
Thanks again, Katrina.
Oh, of course. Sorry I couldn't be more help.
It's alright. Good luck with your potions.
Thanks. And as she turns around to head back, you see the spot where the potion was splashed caused her to grow quite a bit of hair on the contacted area. She didn't seem to notice.
And she gets back to it.
Never mind.
At this point, it kind of like that she has like a mullet with a bald top.
No. Ember cannot willingly let her walk around with that hair. Katrina? The potion seemed to have
Have what?
affected you as he taps the back of his head.
She doesn't get the guess as she starts turning around and trying to like find it. And
You have like a lot of hair on the back of your head now.
what? And she puts her head back. Her hair's like, oh, I guess I do. I guess I figured out a hair tonic. I guess. Does it look really dumb?
Don't keep it.
I'm probably not going to. Thanks for the heads up, though.
Yeah. Good luck.
Alright, bye!
Let's go.
Alright.
Nala would have waited for Ember to come back. Did King just go straight to the prison, or wait outside with Nala? Okay. Yeah.
Alright. So the three of you return back to the prison?
Yeah.
Alright. When you return back, you might see that the guards managed to get more of the people away as they start going back their day and going about business. There's still a few stragglers, you know, watching and looking at what's happened, but overall there's not that many people now that have grouped up around the crime scene.
We should
Well, that's-
probably go around the front.
Sounds good. Wait, isn't this the front?
Alright, thought that's where the hole was.
I guess you're right. Alright.
Alright. So, you
I
all,
don't
one
actually
by
know where the
one,
door is.
the door is to the right of it.
The right of the hole.
Not
Oh, like this, right?
Yeah, this is where Eliza came out.
So, we're gonna just go ahead and plop you suckers there. Boop.
So are we like here? Just
Yeah.
inside?
It's all cramped in here.
Yeah.
And so you walk in, you see a few guys try to stop you, and it's like, halt! No one's allowed in!
Okay.
We need to speak to the mayor.
Name?
Ember?
We're the guys that originally, I guess, arrested the prisoner, but King, if you must.
When you start talking to him, he immediately looks worried as he kind of backs up away from you. Uh.
Are you alright? Oh, wait a minute.
This
I think I recognize you.
is this the guy that King knocked out?
This is the guy that you guys dragged his dead friend in, and then King proceeded to just thunk on the head. If you look carefully, you can see still a dent of his fist right where the impact was.
His head is dented, or just his helmet?
His helmet.
Okay, okay.
This is awkward. Hi, so it looks like we've met before.
Oh.
No hard feelings, huh? Might want to get a new helmet.
You can't
Then
tell.
don't exactly go on sale, and the rest of the helmets need to be covered in blood!
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah! Kinda crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, anyways, we need to see the mayor.
Eliza! He kind of takes a step back as the door opens, and it bangs him in the back of the head.
Poor
Oh.
guy.
Here, you can step over here if you need to.
Ow! What? Oh, hi. What's on?
Well, we did want to bring something up, but I forgot because we were having a conversation with this man. King, do you remember why you wanted to talk to the mayor?
Yeah, I wanted to ask your opinion. If we were to find him somewhere in the desert or something, would you want us to execute him or bring him back?
At this point, he's more dangerous out there than he is in here. I say, if you do find him, should he not be willing to come in peacefully, execute him.
King nods, like, good. You learned. Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
We are trying to do it lawfully. And with all the crimes he's done, including the fact that he broke out of prison, well, it left us no little choice.
Do you have any leads?
Sadly, no. Everyone that has seen him escaping his wife all seem to say different things. A few people say that he went north, a couple say he went to the southwest, others say he went pure east, and there's even a few that say he just went straight up into the sky.
Mm.
Be ironic if he had a flying machine. But, has anyone seen his wife?
A few. She wasn't really much of a socializer with the people. Outside of the occasional coming out to gather groceries and whatnot.
You
She's a very timid woman.
you mentioned a while ago that she knew magic and lived outside of town, right?
Yes.
Do you think we could talk to her? Do you know her, or I don't think we ever heard where her house was, just outside of town.
If you follow the river down to the south, you'll eventually get to their house. It's a little bit of a ways away, but again, I doubt that they're there, though. I mean, she'd help them break out, so likely that they're both on the run.
I mean, it would be the first place to look, yes, but is it as far down as Pitfall, or
More
like,
closer to Fort Glass, or at least what remains of it.
yeah, that's a whiles away.
With the sun going down, you could take the river to cut your time, make it quicker to get down.
Okay, well, we'll keep an eye out for sure.
Just be careful. You did manage to take him out, but I'm sure that it just made him more resentful and a lot more dangerous and wary of your tactics.
Yeah. And, Sarah, sorry. As
What?
she looks to the... She's looking at the guard, and says, yeah, sorry. And, bye, we'll come back if we have his head, I guess.
Alright. But preferably not just his head, you know, that's a little gross. You know, maybe, I don't know, just confirmation that he is dead.
I mean, usually it's the head because that's what everyone's seen, and, like, you kind of have only one of those, but I don't know.
Yeah, still though, it's a bit gruesome to be carrying that around town, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, no. I don't think any of us would have wanted to parade it around town. No. They make sheets for that.
She seems to want to make a disagreement, but after thinking about it, she's like, well, you know, yeah, they do have those. Alright, just, you know, be careful.
We will.
And I'm assuming you're going to walk out?
Good luck.
Yeah.
Thank you. As you're walking out, the guard definitely seems to be clutching his spear a bit tighter as King walks by.
And King walks by him and says, apologies for that, but you were helping the wrong side.
I was just there for lunch, man. I didn't know what was going on.
Happens to the best of us.
Wait, lunch? It was the middle of the night!
I have late lunches, alright? It's so hard to work for a god.
It was midnight! What the... Okay, you need to take better care of yourself.
I guess he just works the night shift and his clock is on.
No, that would do it, yeah, but... Yeah...
So you
To
walk.
himself, that's when I eat my lunch.
So you guys walk out.
voice.
So you guys walk out, lean behind the rather kind of pathetic sometimes guard, as well as Eliza.
Ember walks out in front and tries to see if he can gather any information just from the hole, like if there was like burn marks.
Like, looking at it?
Yeah, to see if if there's evidence of like a spell being used or some sort of brute force.
Roll Arcana. Alright. So, looking at it and investigating the actual impact itself and the rubble that remains, you see that there doesn't seem to be any residue left behind on it. It's just like a fire managed to explode outward on it, seeming to be indicating that it was a fireball of sorts. Similar to what Nala used to try and almost kill you all.
Must be somewhat strong then.
That does seem to have gone outward. Hmm. He didn't use spells when we fought him, did he?
No, but his wife can.
His friends did too. Although, your friend really took care of his friends.
I suppose. No real evidence of where he went, is there?
I mean, I have 3 ideas.
I'd like to hear them.
The most cliche would be he just went back home. Very unlikely, but theoretically possible. Just went back home.
To his house?
Second option, ran off in the desert, still hiding there. They're trying to heal up a bit before they start running away. They found the first hole they did, and it turns out the only hole in the desert is Corey's hole. And the third option is us seeing Ashton here wasn't a coincidence.
I wouldn't say Corey's hole is big enough for 2 whole people. I mean, she's a goblin. Jeez.
Be you, asshole. Why would you do this?
Well, I guess their home isn't too far away, is it?
I don't know, but if we're finding bones right now, it's a good place to go, since the second place is that skull. So, I think we should go figure out about that acid pool or whatever.
Yeah.
So important they are, and the first
Okay,
ascendant
let's go there.
would be picking up is
Alright.
to all elemental resistances.
So,
and
you all make your way on down, moving fast, faces past, and you're Corey's hole bound.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
And I need you.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
And I miss you.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
And now I want. Will you find bones?
This is a new map.
Sorry, wrong one.
Oh, I got worried. Like, oh no, we got jumped. Ah,
No.
no.
It's
Oh,
Skur o'clock.
It's what?
Skur o'clock.
No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you make your way here as it's at this point now dusk. The sun is still peeking out, giving you at least a little bit light, but with the air around you getting cooler and the light starting to fade, it gives this place a bit of an eerie feeling. Especially seeing the finger-like claws etching out from the sand, giving it an ominous shadow almost.
Ugh.
So, you think that's where you need to do the music?
Maybe.
Place your token.
Spike. Spike.
Babe.
Spike.
Babe.
Spike.
Yeah.
Babe,
Oh, yeah.
babe, 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 babe. Alright.
So, I guess we start moving down.
Alright.
High at the peaks, the claw awaits.
Alright. So you push your way through the sand as you're starting to make your way upward on this bit of a slope as you're looking up towards the finger-like claws.
Does that kind of look like a thumb?
Looking at your own hand, it would seem to make more sense that it's a palm.
Huh. Wonder where the thumb would be then.
Check your butt.
You're right. My thumb has been up my butt this entire time.
Ember's just setting up his instrument.
Alright. You're setting up your instrument. What do the rest of you do while he starts setting his instrument up?
Well, it's all on him, so now it's just gonna be looking around, making sure Ashen's not, watching again, I guess. Just being paranoid.
Ah, paranoia. The best feeling to have during Dungeons & Dragons.
Paranoia.
Paranorman. Good movie. Underrated.
Hmm.
Alright. So what do you do, King?
I asked, so the goblin is supposed to be around here, correct? Their den?
The goblin hole. The hole that Quarry hidden, yes.
Yeah, it's over there underneath the trees.
Do we have a way to speak to her?
Oh, sorry, no, I don't know. I thought you were here for this. We brought her back to the ship.
Oh, so we're not looking for her.
No, we're looking either for David or more time bones.
Yeah, okay. Thought we were coming here to see her and to get the time bone thing. Never mind. I guess I forgot about her going back to the ship.
Alright.
Well, okay. Are you almost ready, Ember?
Yeah. It wasn't a specific song, right?
I
don't think so.
don't remember.
Well, I think it's just play a song, so any suggestions?
Whichever your best one is.
Alright. I'm gonna...
Do a sea shanty!
A sea shanty? Well... Alright. It's hard to do a shanty with just a... with an instrument, but I'll do it. I start playing the one I played for Difference a couple times on the ship.
Alright. Roll performance. Alright. As you're playing the tune, getting into it, nothing seems to be happening.
So...
Don't
I
remember
don't
if
think
it's...
this is working.
Maybe you just need to be a little louder, or... I don't know, No, it tries to clap along with when you're doing it.
Alright, I'll keep the performance checks beforehand. Still nothing seems to be happening.
Maybe it's the wrong kind of song?
Maybe you got the riddle incorrect?
Or it was at the acid pool.
High at the peaks, the claw awaits. Is this high at the peaks?
No, as you're behind, you see there's still the large mountain right here.
That makes sense. We're in the wrong place. The entrance will appear at the hand, but I can't be at the hand.
So yeah, the highest peaks, I guess.
Alright, let me get up here.
Alright.
What's the quickest way?
I think I remember that this hill being slippery. It's easier if you go around, but don't let me stop you.
Looking
Just
around, you do
fly
see a
straight
bit
up.
of a rough path that you could take, but it will take at least a good acrobatics. No, sorry. Actually, yeah, either acrobatics or athletics roll to manage to get up easily.
And Nola did warn you that it's slippery.
All right, I'm gonna try to get up.
All right, make your roll. All right, so you take your footing. You kind of find the good spots, so rock patches and heavy set sand where it won't cause you to slide down. You do struggle a little bit every now and then, but after a bit, you manage to get further and further up as you're about halfway there, the highest point just within sight. As Nella is simply just flying next to you.
Is the king following us, or just standing on the hand?
He'll stand next to the and wait to see what happens. I'll go a little farther back.
You can do it!
Just a little bit more.
Alright, you just need to make one more roll.
Nola's just sort of following him, making sure he doesn't fall.
Alright, it's a bit. You find it a bit easier as the peaks here seem to be more smooth and almost carved out as you make your way all the way to the highest point, where you can see the claws, you can see the distant bit of pitfall, you can see the oasis further north, and you can pretty much see a clear scaping of the entirety of Canes. It's oddly beautiful at night. The wind blowing the sands, causing little bits of light to flicker off the grains every now and then, giving it a bit of a almost a sea of stars feeling.
Beautiful.
Whoa.
Well, no time to waste. Let's
Do you want
play
to do the
some
she
music.
stand? Do you want to do the sea shanty and the clapping again, or
I think that'll work.
Alright,
okay?
so you may
There,
go ahead
once
and
was a
roll
ship.
performance once more.
I'm just imagining it being the Wellerman.
Alright,
The rules have been
Name the ship
consistent.
with
I'm happy
ability.
about that.
as you are playing the song, I put you in the wrong spot. As you're playing it, the music seems to be growing faintly louder every moment as you play it. The clapping growing in more of a thunderous clap each time. And as you finish the song, the claws reach inward and claw at the sand, at the palm, as it pulls and grinds against stone and sandstone and other bits of rock and gravel as it reveals a cavern underneath, a hole. As his fingers straighten out, cracking as the stone solidifies once more.
Huh.
Oh.
Well,
So,
Ember stops playing to see if it'll close.
stop playing, but the cavern is still open.
All right. Well, down we
Good
go.
job.
How far of a drop is this?
It's a solid 70-foot drop from where you are. Although it's not just straight down. There's a bit of like segments every now and then. Like from here to here is about a 30-foot drop, whereas here to here is a 40-foot slide.
I'm going to take the 40-foot slide down.
Alright, so you're going to walk down to the 40-foot mark. And as you slide down, roll a acrobatics for me.
Will this count as falling damage if I fail?
No, but you do not land gracefully as you're sliding. You hit a rock and you kind of tumble, and like every time you come out of the hourglass, mouthful of sand and a little bit of bark as you've headbutted the tree.
Oof!
That sounded like it hurt.
Not my most graceful of moments. I wish I just jumped. Ugh.
Not so much
You
a
good?
graceful flame, is it? Ha ha! And you can hear like fake finger snapping. And she goes,
Your funny difference.
"Thank you."
Let's go.
All right, King. You've been down here for a little bit as you witnessed the claws gouge out this little bit of a path. Is there anything you wish to do before you have your group meet you?
Nope, I'm gonna wait for them to get there.
All right. They manage to get up as you see Ember dusting off sand from his body and kind of spitting a little bit. A decent sized mark on his forehead.
Well, guess we can hop right in. Right?
I mean, does it look like a big drop?
Looking at it, it's more like a tunnel.
Secret tunnel!
Secret tunnel.
So we can just, like, step in and walk?
You can step in and walk down as it gives you lower and lower into this cavern. As you go further in, it goes from a tunnel to seems to be stone walls as one by one torches light up around you, illuminating this area around. The light that you see most prominently is green flames being held by tall skeletal statues with Anubis at the center.
You're probably gonna have to apologize again.
Oy vey.
Ember, looking in the memories, you probably shouldn't break his statue this time.
I'll consider that.
Did you say that out loud?
Yes,
Yeah.
but you don't know the context because you
No,
don't know the difference.
I don't. So Nala just hears, you shouldn't... So, from her perspective, she said, you might want to apologize again. And you're like, I'll consider that. So she's just like,
King, however,
no, you should apologize again.
King also heard what Different said since he is chaotic good.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like King gives a fuck.
Alright.
Alright. Well, let's head in. I take one step forward.
Alright. As you walk in, you see that there's a bit of a pit underneath you that's filled with what looks to be a green, viscous liquid. Pillars decorated around the walls as it goes further in.
So
You
even
see,
if,
at the very center of this liquid looks to be the sarcophagus that would hold these bones.
Hey, that looks like the same color the acid in Quarry's hole was.
Hmm.
Hey guys, I don't think we should touch the water.
It doesn't look like water.
I mean, liquid, whatever. Yeah, don't touch it. So
There's
is
stairs up
Ember and Nala split up for some reason?
The stairs
Um,
are right there.
Is this a doorway, or is it just like a column next to an edge?
Column next to an edge.
Okay. So Nala and Ember split up, and King's just guarding the entrance, I guess.
guess I'll go with Nala. Cause
Alright.
she's
I
more
need all of
intimidating.
you to make perception rolls.
You open up my character.
Hopefully I'm good with this.
That's a 9, that's a 21, that's a 21. Ember and Spike. Thankfully, Nala had Spike with him.
With her.
Sorry, with her.
And technically King
Uh,
again.
You do see, not moving and just laying within the acid a pair of weird green cubes.
Oh no.
Not moving, just remaining still within the liquid.
Okay, we're able to see the gelatinous cubes.
Nala wouldn't, though, but you could point it out to Nala if you wish.
Yeah, I guess I would. I don't-
Oh,
That's a weird
what-
thing to it, like to he says, "Do you see the cubes in the slime over there?" And I point them out. Just watch out if they start moving.
Cubes. Nala gets close to the edge and just tries to see.
With the hint from, or the heads up from King, you do manage to see these gelatinous cubes within the center of the acid.
Huh. Do they do anything as King steps towards here?
They do not. They are just wobbling and wiggling in this acid.
Wiggling and wobbling.
Wobbling and wiggling.
Yeah. Are all three statues of Anubis?
No, the two statues holding the green flame are skeletal features, whereas the Anubis is simply made out of stone.
Green flame. Can I see in here?
It is a stone door.
Can I open the stone door?
Roll a strength check.
Open sesame. That's a saving throw.
That's better. So you manage to dig your feet in as you press your hands against the stone, and you force, and the stone grinds against the bottom as you open it. King tries to do the same, but his side seems to be a bit stuck.
Do I have anything?
There's just some
special?
moss on the floor. Your foot slips.
I have something special because of powerful build. Because my push, pull, and drag is like doubled.
What?
Powerful build. My push, pull, and drag is doubled. Do I have anything special with this?
Let me check your thing real quick. Powerful build.
Yeah, mechanically, he does do better with pushing and pulling.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you have to give a weight to the door, and then I have to I can just open that, right? Or
I can say with that added onto it, yeah, you would be able to push it open. It's a bit hard at first, but you do manage to get your footing as you manage to push the doors open. As the two of you individually look within it. Oh yeah, definitely. You would definitely be able to.
the door weighs less than 1,000 pounds.
I mean, I think that would mean that you automatically pass a DC 5 check. So, what would the DC be for a door that weighs as much as the door weighs when they can push 1,000 pounds?
The idea is if mechanically if the door's under 1,000, I just automatically do it. But then if the DM's it weighs 3,000, you're gonna have to make a check, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of people would have to make a DC 30 check for a 3,000 pound door or something.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Or maybe.
So
Yeah.
As you push the doors open, Ember and King, both of you see two separate, different runes glowing on the ground. Ember, you see a blue and green one glowing on the ground between these three sarcophagi. And King, you see a red and purple one glowing between the three sarcophagi on your side.
Green rune. Green flame. Nala, do you see any I don't know, writing anywhere?
Do these have any significance?
I see runes, but does it look like there's anything inside the slimes at all? Or the goos or whatever?
Make a perception check. Or investigation. Or
Yeah, she'll do perception, but she moved closer to one to see if she could see anything as she looked closer.
looking at it, you do kind of see what's to be a couple of things floating in the slime itself. A couple of coins, a sword, a couple of bones.
King says, I'm assuming
You want
we
to
need
text?
in-
There's this weird rune on top of the sarcophagus.
That's where the bone is.
What'd you say, King?
I was saying, I'm assuming, seeing as this one's in the middle of being guarded, I assume that's where the thing we need is.
Oh, if it's a matter of that, it might just be a puzzle to get rid of the acid, and then we can go in.
Or to remove the ruin from the sarcophagus if that's stopping us from anything. I was also saying that, do these things look any significant back here? These, like, different colored things?
Oh, sure, I'll go check.
Alright.
Or were you specifically saying King was going over to them?
No, I was
And then
saying,
I'll-
do they look anything in specific? And then I was like, I'm not really that close, so I guess I'll just walk up and see.
Alright, I also say with this, with the stairs here and here, the edge below, it's about a 15-foot drop. Just letting you guys know. While you guys are going to change it out, Ember, are you going to do anything? Is Ember going to Ember this up?
Ember is going to try to put 2 and 2 together and say green rune and green flame, but he's worried about this as well. For this, Ember is going to he's going to use his noggin.
Alright.
He's gonna try to think to see if there's an actual correlation between these two, or if there's anything to do with this.
Alright. Ember and Nala, Nala and King. The two of you are going to these look to be tall pillars, but resting at the chest as you look within them. The one that is closest to you, King, seems to be filled with a green substance similar to the acid within the room itself. Now, as you get closer, you see that it's looks to be like almost magma as the heat is pressing on your face as you get closer to it.
It looks like there's some fire over here.
Fire.
Magma.
Magma, fire, rock fire. I don't know. What do you have over there, King?
More of the slime that's in the room.
There's a third slime?
More of the slime from the middle of the room. Stuff, the liquid in the room.
Okay. And then it kind of looked like there was some more stuff over here. Nala does a cursory bow as she passes Anubis.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not knocking anything over or anything. As she nears this pillar.
This one seems to be full of water.
Then there's water over here. And she's gonna make her way towards the fourth pillar while someone else does something else.
Alright. King, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna watch the slimes to see if they do anything when we interact with any of this stuff while everyone touches things. Just to see what happens.
Alright. Ember?
And
Ember's gonna enter this room,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to put 1 foot on the room.
Alright. As you step onto the room itself, you feel it's weighted as it sinks down.
Uh-oh.
As you... I'm gonna say, did you reactively pull your foot off as you said oh?
No, he's just gonna sit there and ponder.
Alright.
what could this possibly mean?
Your foot is currently pushing down on it.
Are you guys alright out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you alright?
These runes are pressure plates.
Ember, I'm coming over. Nala starts flying towards Ember in a straight line. Just
Alright.
full on towards Ember. Like, picks up some height. Ember. King's still looking at the slimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They do anything? Him stepping on the pressure
Oh.
plate.
They look different now.
Okay, well, we don't know about this. So, okay, so you stepped on it. Wait, that... Blue... and green... Wait, this isn't... Okay, I think you might want to keep your foot on that. Just wait here, please.
I have nowhere else to be.
Alright. King, what are you doing?
King's like looking at them like, are you guys okay? He's yelling from across.
As
You stepped on something.
As you said that, you do notice that the gelatinous cubes seem to now be pushing out and forcing the skeletons and the swords and bits of coin out of their body, giving them a bit of a more jagged look.
The cubes are reacting to something.
Well, do you think you should step off of it, or do you think we should, like, figure out the puzzle before something bad happens? Nala's gonna rush over to the last pillar.
If nothing happened, but they moved, then maybe it's already happened.
Yeah, Ember... Ember should get off. Ember, can you get off?
Ember tries to release his foot.
Alright, you step off it, it slowly rises back up. As the bits of the bone and swords start to go back into the slime itself. Just gotta put them back to their normal state. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm.
Yeah, blocked by a pillar and blocked by a statue. So, King sees that happen.
So he's like,
Okay, so
they
that
went
happened.
back to normal.
And they're starting to move.
Oh,
They're moving now.
Yep, and they're moving. Should we just
How?
take care of these things first before we start touching stuff so none of them sneak up on us?
Maybe... Oh... It is initiative?
Guess that's it.
It is initiative. I heard just the doot from Ember.
Oh.
Like, oh, I think I did a no-no.
Gorsh.
Gorge, Captain America.
Initiative 0. I like that.
I mean,
So-
yeah. It's better for them to have a 0.
I'm just gonna... There.
Yeah.
Because 0 ain't just... That's just dumb.
I mean, sometimes they have negatives.
Alright. So, King, you are starting us off. Are you going to try and attack these cubes? Or are we going to try and figure out...
I'm checking to see if I have a ranged weapon first, because I know they're super slow and you can technically kite them forever without them hurting you. But I don't have a ranged weapon, so I guess I gotta melee them eventually. If I were to stand here, could I attack them like on the edge of this little dock thing or stairs?
if you stand there, you'd be standing in the acid.
I mean, like, I'm on the edge of the deck, but I mean...
You can attempt to attack from here, but know that the stairs is have does have a bit of height to it, so it'd be attacking with disadvantage to hit.
Have height disadvantage?
Well, you're like
Oh,
9 feet tall and it's down, so
Obi-Wan was wrong. Anakin was right. It ended up well for him.
Like, you have to, like, pretty much crouch down to be able to, now, like, swipe.
About that, I don't know.
What was that?
What about there, like getting to the edge of the stairs, like the bottom of them? These are stairs, right? They go down?
There are stairs, they go down.
So if I go down as low as I can and then hit them, is that okay?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
But I will say, for context reasons, you'll be at the bottom step, so you'll just be right here.
Yeah, that's where I was originally.
Just let you know that.
That's where I was trying to go, but you said I was in the so yeah.
Alright.
And yeah, I guess I hex him? No, I hexblade curse him. And then oh, actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna go there. Stand where I was, and I'm going to hexblade curse him. And then for my action, take...
Wait, doesn't Hexblade Curse only target one?
Yeah.
Like, correct me if I'm wrong?
Yeah, target one. I'm targeting him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
You said
hexblade...
so I was assuming that's plural.
Oh, them, like them, they, it's not a he or sure, it's a slime.
it's a pronoun, B.
Yeah. So, like, yeah. Hex him, then, and, yeah.
Mark with this will be Hex.
Sure. And then I'll take the dodge action and wait there. Let him come to me. I'm not in slime.
So you're just gonna stay up there and wait for it to move?
Yeah, I'll move back, I guess.
Alright.
Make it run to me, or dash to me. I'm done.
Alright. It is now this slime's turn. See as it twists its form, as it's just slowly just sliding across the ground, as instead of really there's like instead of just going up the stairs, it more so just kind of rolls up as it's holding its form.
Mhm.
As it's
Slurp.
Not in any rush.
yeah, okay. Ember.
Ember
You're in?
doesn't really know what's going on, so he's just gonna keep looking at this rune.
did yell out
Is
they
it in a
started.
language that he can read?
Hmm?
Is it in a language that he can read?
What other languages do you know again?
Primordial, Common, to an extent, and Abyssal.
No, sadly there's not.
This isn't a demon tomb.
Maybe I didn't put enough pressure on it. As he puts both feet on.
Alright, you're staying on it as the slimes start to eject all of their stuff again as it's now midway through its body. So I just gotta go ahead and do this. Why can't I select them?
Wrong layer.
It looks scary again, yes.
There we go. Do. And then do.
This had a 14 and this had a 0.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
Do. And just need to put back this guy's token. There. Alright. So that's what you did. Is there anything you want to do? Anything else at least? Or is that your action?
Could he, like, analyze it with Arcana?
You may roll Arcana, yes, since you did your movement and you're currently just standing on it.
That's a 15.
from what you're looking at, it seems to be connected to something. You're not sure what, but it seems to be connected through some magical means. As every time you step on it, it does glow just slightly brighter.
Hmm.
Is there
Well,
anything else?
that's my turn.
All right. Now it's your turn. You see these slimes eject their stuff, giving them a more jagged look.
Yeah, that's not okay. She steps back like 10 feet, then... what's the range for this spell?
By the way, I forgot to mention, when you looked in this one was empty.
This is empty.
Yes.
Great! What's the range on that spell? It's 60 feet. Okay. So as Nala gets ready for combat, she casts Healing Spirit on King's Square.
So that's a 5
It doesn't have any effect currently, but she just casts that now.
What is your
And-
healing spirit?
Then
pick a color.
Oh,
Pick a color. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I want it to be blue, and it's like a squirrel, but like I don't know, like can it be like a transparent blue squirrel, just floating in the air in a yoga pose?
My last druid was a cookie. And someone else's used to be what he referred to as the fuck stump. He was a redneck.
No, this is just passed away Jedi squirrel. But yeah. I have a mental image of that, but blue?
I don't. Blue squirrel? Okay.
Yeah, a blue squirrel. And the squirrel is currently in King's Square.
Alright.
Yeah, that looks about right. I mean, yeah. It's technically a 5-foot cube, but yeah, it's always something like that.
It's the aura. Since it's a squirrel, it's small. So, alright, so that's your bonus action.
As an action, I do the wild shape druid thing to gain 20 temporary hit points.
Alright.
Or it's 16 right now, I forget. I need to look that up, actually. Okay, so it's 16 temporary hit points because I'm... Yeah.
Alright, I shall put that
So I use
there
wild shape.
on your little blue thing for temporary hit points. Alright. And that's it.
Yeah. No, I've still got 20. How tall is the ceiling?
The ceiling is fairly high enough just for the statues, but seeing as the statues are 15 feet, you only have about a 15-foot clearance, maybe 16 if you're really pushing up against it.
I mean, yeah. So I only have 20 feet of movement if I'm flying with the switch movement rolls, so Nala's going to be 10 feet in the air right now.
Alright.
And the purple thing was the wild shape.
Alright, well I can get rid
Or
of that purple
the
for you.
wild shape replacement, but
Alright, and that's your turn?
that is your turn.
Alright, so you're 10 feet, that will be in the red.
Oh yeah. Or 10 feet's not something we can do, is it?
It is.
Oh, you mean that red? Okay, yeah. I thought you were doing like what King or what Spike did for the money bags.
Nah. Alright, so
Yeah.
see as this one is now sliming its way across. As it makes it to the stairs, you hear the bones crackle and grind against the stone as it's ended its turn there. All right. King,
Oh, yeah.
your turn.
No one would also say, Ember, what the fuck?
All right.
But that's it.
Do slimes leave initiative?
It's 14 and 0. 0 just went. It's you, then Ember, then the next slime.
And they didn't leave. They're just on the GM because since they have since they have two different forms,
yeah,
then
yeah.
they just have to swap them out. So it's much easier to just keep track of them through this. So
Yeah.
they're still there on my screen. Don't worry.
Okay.
Here's the order, though. I'm typing it in.
It's King, Slime, Ember, Nala, Slime.
Just making sure nothing happened mechanically. Yeah. You need to make a multi-sided token. 1, 2, a hexam, 3, and I'm gonna hit him.
All right.
How fast did he move? No, he didn't move. I'm not gonna even hit him. I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna hex him, and I'm gonna pass my turn again. After I
thought Hex was a concentration thing that you already did.
I hexblade cursed him. Now I'm hexing him.
Oh, okay.
All right. So
It takes my bonus action.
So go ahead and put both of those up, just so that way they have it.
Okay.
And when I say they, I mean also me.
Yeah. So hexblade curse is my warlock thing,
Mm-hmm.
which is not a spell. And hex is, if I even have it written, because you can't copy it over, but let's see what happens when I hit the button. Oh, I actually did it.
There you go.
Cool.
I'm gonna call strength, I think. He has disadvantage on strength ability checks.
Okay. So disadvantage on strength. Let me write that down real quick.
Just in case when he starts trying to do stuff.
All right. And that's your turn?
Yep.
All right. It is now this line of boy's turn as it.
So I know Ember and the slime were tied before. Does the slime go first, or does Ember go first?
This line goes first.
Oh, okay. Did they alternate between that? Because he went first before the texture change.
Mm,
Wait, no, I remember that wrong. Yeah, you're right. This slime does go before Ember.
So Ember, your turn. You're currently standing on the button.
What was that?
So the last thing Nala said was, Ember, what the fuck?
Oh, that means I did something bad. Let me just.
Also, when they started
Off there.
moving, King yelled, "They're moving now."
Oh, King yelled, they're moving.
So you
They're
stepped off.
moving.
So you stepped up. So you stepped off the button as you are. Where are you going?
I'm gonna head out here and be like, oh god, they are moving.
As you
You
head
only have
out.
70 feet of movement left.
All right. So as you head out, the button is still raising up. So you do see for the moment the bones and swords poking out of them as they start to sink back into their body.
Oh, hey,
No,
Nala, that cup is
here.
empty.
What?
The cup, it's empty. Oh, what? Where? The cup, it's empty. See?
It's just not full, yeah.
That's very optimistic.
Yeah.
Well, this is
This
a problem,
happened when you
huh?
stepped on the thing.
There you go.
That must mean we got it wrong. Yes, I shouldn't have stepped on it. Oh, King's getting backed into a corner. I'm gonna throw a flame at this one all the way over here.
All right.
King
And let
says,
me.
"Fine, I got this one. I'm gonna go around it. Deal with the one over there."
All right.
Maybe.
Alright.
I'm just gonna try to throw a fire at this one then.
Alright, so go ahead and roll your fire hit.
Produce the flame.
That hits. As you throw your fire into it, it seems to absorb it for a moment as it's eating it whole, and then it just, as it kind of makes it splat outward a bit as it starts to regain its form.
I don't think this is gonna work. I think we have to finish the puzzle.
Is that all you do on your turn?
I'm going to. Let's see, this was 20 feet, I have 30 left. I'll go into that corner there. Then I'll say, the cups! What's in the cups? And that's my
Alright.
turn.
That's
And
your
then
turn.
it's Nella's turn.
No, it's your turn.
I was talking a lot before, but magma, water, nothing, and slime. So I need to see the other room. Nala moves 20 feet this direction, still 10 feet in the air,
Mhm.
and oh, that okay. Yeah, she'd attack here. I don't really know how Chill Touch is going to work for this, but I'm casting Chill Touch
On which one?
on Embers.
Alright. Well, 26 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Do cantrips crit?
Yeah.
Then a skeletal hand shoots out towards the slime, and I guess it like grips onto one of the splayed out gel pieces as it sort of like gets absorbed back into the folds, and it's just gripping from the inside now.
So you send a skeletal hand outward as it impacts into, as it sinks through, as it's basically just clawing at the air, or clawing at the slime, as it's eventually just dissipated into nothing, back into the infinite magic that it already came from. You can see that the spot where it came from and hit seems to have a bit of a more of an icy texture to it, as it's more solid, as it starts to melt back into its normal state.
Okay, it is necrotic damage though.
I know, but since it's chill touch, I thought it might sound more spooky.
No, I know it's stupid. Like it Chill Touch is a misnomer.
Yeah.
Neither a touch spell or a cold spell.
Yeah,
Right.
You
it has
love it.
nothing to do with skeletons either. But like, yeah.
So it's just Slime's turn. He goes.
Gross.
Keep going, I'm almost there.
I feel like I need to slap a thing of wet putty.
King, it's your turn. The slime's almost at you. He's gonna get you. He's gonna get you.
5, 10, 15. I guess I'm gonna do 20 over there, and I'm gonna stab it.
See,
So you're going to be here on a 15-foot height and try and
I'm gonna
stab
jump
this
down.
thing.
I'm gonna jump down.
Oh, you're gonna jump down from 15 feet. I don't think you take fall damage from 15 feet. I need to double check
It's
this.
every 10 feet, but I'm pretty sure I can lower myself down. I have another like 20 feet of movement if I needed to use that. I climb, so I take half movement to climb down.
Okay, yeah.
So it's
You
10
can-
feet fall.
Yeah, so you
okay. So
so
I
you
have,
can like lower yourself down and drop down, but that'll be all your movement.
yeah. Well, climbing takes half movement, so if it's 15 feet, then climbing down 10 feet would take 20 extra feet, I guess. So and I can drop down 5, no problem. So yeah,
That'll be all your movement. You would just be standing right here.
yeah. And I'm gonna stab it.
Alright, you're gonna stab it. Go ahead and roll to stab.
13. I think
That hits.
So 9 slashing, 6 necrotic. And I'm gonna punch it. I'm gonna punch the slime.
So you touch it.
I'm gonna touch it.
Alright.
And
I
Big
need
10
you to make a actually no, you don't need to.
I don't
I was
need it.
correct on that one.
That's when they grab me.
But when you punch it, you just make it go as it kind of makes a bit of a gelatinous ripple in it. But the initial slice does leave at least a decent carve through as the bits of its slime kind of shoot out at the gap and try to reattach and close the wound as it.
It was like all around horrible rolls for everything. My highest roll was a 2 for damage. And a 6, that sucks. 1 and 2. Got a 6.
Alright.
I'm done.
And is that your turn?
Oh, did you do the extra damage for Hexblade's Curse and Hex?
Yeah. It's all there.
Oh, it's all included? Okay.
Yep. I rolled a 2, plus 5 from my modifier, plus 2 from my Hexblade Curse. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I
Jeez.
rolled a 1 for the next roll. So 1 plus 5 plus 2. Yep. The whole
Okay.
roll is all around. My attack rolls are bad too, but luckily these guys are just... Yep, they're just cubes.
Cubes.
So I'm done.
Until none, but yeah.
Alright. So that's your turn?
Yep.
Alright.
Let's see if
It
he
is
can
now
grab
the
me.
It's now Slime's turn. The slime, as it goes towards you and it starts attaching its parts of you around it, or parts of its body around yours, and starts pulling and grasping, reaching into your body or not into your body, but reaching you and pulling you into its body. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
19.
Alright. So, as it's pushing its way into your space, you can go ahead and either choose to back up 5 feet, or you can be pushed to the side.
Yeah, 5 feet around it. Yeah, I'm just gonna break behind it, in front of it again.
Alright, so you go ahead and go here as it's now here, and it is in your space as it's tried to take you in. As it kind of reels back and then almost imitates your headbutt in a way as it tries to slap its body mass onto you.
Nope.
That's a terrible swing as you basically just lean back as it's very gross and nasty. If there's any indication from the bones inside its body, you don't want to be inside this thing. Ember, it's your turn. You saw this thing trying to just absorb King.
You good over there?
I'm fine, it's really slow.
Alright. I'm going to dash. Yeah, I'll make it there.
Alright.
He's thinking on the way. Slime, magma, water, nothing. Nala!
Yeah?
Do you know the runes in the other room?
No, I'm heading there now.
Oh. Well, green and blue is in that room. I'm assuming maybe red's in the other room? We need to find the one that's missing.
Empty stuff, yeah. Maybe it's in one of the cubes.
I've only checked one of them.
Yeah, what does that symbol look like on the ground?
This looks like an hourglass.
It has like weird things, like an hourglass with lines on it. The cube that I'm fighting, does anything look like that inside of it?
That was the same one that Nala looked into, so you can go ahead and roll for investigation real quick.
Okay.
This will count as your reactionary.
12.
You do not see anything inside it outside the bones and the swords.
That's pretty good for a +0.
I misread investigation as intimidation. But where the hell,
Oh!
Ember?
You cannot scare the
Whoa.
slime.
No, it's investigation, but like... So you literally just zoomed?
Mhm.
Yeah, I dashed.
Or Skyped if you want to be more retro.
Bruh. So that's your action and movement.
Yeah,
Alright, are you done then?
yeah, it's my turn.
Alright, Nala, it's your turn.
Well... She's going to... Bonus action to... move the healing spirit just to the side, yeah?
Alright,
And then,
And- just to let you know, I'm sorry that I don't have a translucent squirrel. That's a pixie.
yeah, I wanted to talk to you about this when I picked up the spell, but I really think it's going to be hard to find one.
Yeah.
that never comes up. But Nala's going to move. I think this is 20 feet.
You're here.
Oh, that's only 15. How far away? How tall is the slime?
The slime is 10 feet tall.
10 feet tall, and there's... Okay, so it can reach me.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Wait, you actually have a...
Oh!
That works.
I was thinking, like, wait a minute, I knew I purchased something like that. Or squirrel! There it is! Squirrel!
Okay, yeah, there's an ethereal blue squirrel that's following King.
I mean, just ignore the picture that's white, but it's kind of bluish.
I guess. So I've only moved 15 feet. I'm 10 feet in the air in relation to the stuff that the slime's going on. So Nala's gonna look inside this slime right now.
Alright, roll investigation.
Investigation. Oof.
B. Double click.
Yes, babe?
Double click on the squirrel, and then the bottom left, you see where it says tint color? Click on that and make it blue.
Ah!
Perfect.
It is.
Alright, you do not see anything inside the slime.
Oh, whoa.
Well, outside of the bones and sword and sometimes an axe, but outside of that, you don't see anything.
Okay, is there room for me to go another 5 feet in the air?
You can, but you'd be pressing right up against the ceiling.
I mean, can I fly while pressed up against the ceiling like that?
You can, but be pretty hard.
Okay.
You can't. You're like scraping your wings against it.
Yeah, then she's going to just go down here. Was the investigation in the action?
That would be a. I'll say that's a bonus action. Actually, no, you already did bonus action.
Oh, I used
I'll count that as reaction. I'll count
Sure,
rolls
yeah.
like these for reactions.
Then, okay. I guess I'll do another, another chill touch against Slime Bro next to me.
Nope. As you send it out, it seems to be expecting it as it makes a hole as it just shoots through and hits the stone wall behind it. As it just.
They're learning! It's, actually that slime's turn now. Nala is 10 feet in the air in relation to the slime on their level, but,
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's everything for her turn, by the way.
Alright. So this slime just
Isn't the big... So you're saying that I don't have my reaction anymore?
you don't have your reaction anymore.
Reaction.
Yeah, you don't have your reaction anymore.
Okay, yeah.
And it's currently just directly below you. Actually, I forgot about this feature I put onto him. Okay, so you see as it presses against the stone wall, as it's pushing harder and harder, its mass starts to tower up a bit as it slurps and climbs up.
So I'm now, like, looking eye to eye with the slime, or does it just decide that it has the high ground now?
If it has eyes, yes, as it starts pressing against the stone wall here.
Is it climbing the ceiling?
It's pressing against the stone wall.
Is that all it does?
That's all it does right now, because that's all its movement.
It's...
They have like, what, 15, 10, something like that?
15.
I mean, even though the
Alright.
strat is to walk away from this thing slowly as you throw rocks at it till it dies, no one ever does it.
Alright, Ocean King.
Doing the old stabby stab again.
The old stabby stab. Alright. That hits.
Slightly better. Then I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna headbutt it because it'll be funny. Because it headbutted me.
Oh dear. Okay.
You know, I got better. I'm gonna backhand it.
You going, Drow?
I'm gonna backhand it. Bam! Big ass backhand.
Alright.
21 backhand.
Alright. So,
I am done. Now try to eat me again if it wants.
it is going to try to, so you need to make another dexterity save, I believe it was.
Yeah, something like that.
Dexterity
Yeah.
save, yes. As it...
Slurp a gloop.
No, it made it eat me.
Ooh.
That's fine.
As you slap your hand against it, as it makes this wet, fleshy, just it grabs around your hand and it starts to pull you in. As you're pulling and fighting against it, your arm starts to get pulled in, and then your torso and head as you're trying to slash at its body with your final swipes. As you're now inside the size of this cube, you can't breathe, but you're starting to feel its acidic body burn away at your flesh.
Should have headbutted it. It'd been funnier if I headbutt and fell into it.
Alright, so you take
It's like at the start of their turn or something.
the immediate.
Okay.
You take 10 acid damage.
I don't have my token anymore, so I don't know when.
You can't breathe. No, just to make it easier. There you go.
Good.
Alright, so you're inside the thing and you can't breathe.
I'll die in like 100 turns. I'm not being able to breathe or something like that.
And then it continues to move as it just... And you're inside it still. While you are inside it, do you see what looks to be two distinct coins that appear to be purple and green?
I grab them.
Go ahead and make a strength check to see if you can move your body within this creature.
Strength check.